It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This
the veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now he'll run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Red on red.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. And for the moment, that's a first down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up.
Red 23. Red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips that time, in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Hey.
Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for ETN.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
www. Pourquoi is to see.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense.
So they'll try it again from 5 yards further back. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jags offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Lisa 24. Silver.
Once again, it's ETN. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Tungo Bailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
www.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Washington now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And that's going to get closed up quickly. We'll get only to the 37. Second down and 8.
On red.
Rocco switch. No.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Red.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Red 23.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
To throw is Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 85 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Hey.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
Hey, let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Now he takes off. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, go.
Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. First and 10.
Hey, run. It's hot.
Now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's
Hey,
first
Lion.
and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Red on red. Silver.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Easy, Ralph. It's hot.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. Finding room at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Miami. It's a gain of 34. 2 and out on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield.
Offside.
Now, let's
Defense.
check on the flag.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's
That
interference.
might make
Defense.
this a first down.
All right, come on.
Man in motion is Barrios. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to run it. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And he's going to get into the end zone. The fake spike works for a touchdown. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins stretch it out. Leading now by the score of 28-3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Ready up. All right, let's go. Silver.
Now a handoff. ETN. A short pickup to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Lisa 24. Silver.
On the handoff, it's ETN. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Now Now a 3rd and 2.
Hey, go! Here we go, son.
Lawrence going to keep this himself. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. On the return, here's Washington. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Again, working deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins add on to their already sizable lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He'll drop this for ETN. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now here's Lawrence. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And the Dolphins are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. They've opened up a big lead already. Try to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Red on red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd down and 9.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence. This pass deflected and caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports Studios. This is the Halftime Report. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Man in motion is Berrios. Fake the handoff. Now Tua sending it deep for Waddle. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Tua. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he will score. Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will add 1 more onto their big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Washington now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. That's what he's done in this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hot.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Lisa 24.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And the Dolphins are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Hill brought in motion. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Third and a yard. To throw is Tua. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Pass interference. Defense.
The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. Play action. Tagovailoa. Off he goes. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for two. Back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Washington now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times and at times, really bad offense.
Hey, go, go! Unlock line! Unlock line!
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They face 2nd down and 7.
On red.
At the 46-yard line.
Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Hey, line! Reload!
On the give, it's ETN. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Red on red. Hot.
2nd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Red 23.
The carry here for ETN. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's ETN. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage. And
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Oh, he's got room past the 30. He works free, right side. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it. But when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike, and it's because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Washington now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Check, Panther. Check. Rocco switch. No.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Lisa 24. Hot.
Kirk is the motion man.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tua gonna throw. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Taking off, and he will score. Tua Tagovailoa, touchdown Miami. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a screen set up for ETN. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Ready.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Second and 7. Hill brought in motion. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. Tua going to give it to Achane. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Hey, Lion! Red.
Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
All right, come on.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On the carry, here's A-Chain. The speed on display. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins tack on one more to their lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Fred on red.
To throw is Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Red 23.
Here's Lawrence. He'll tuck it and take off. Trevor avoids the hit takes a slide, but also picks up a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jaguars ready to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This fielded in the end zone. And not the best of returns. He'll dive to the ground and just give himself up. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. Accelerating toward midfield. And he is gone. 86 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to extend the lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Duvernay on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Now here's Lawrence. Going up top. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Lawrence now. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Hey, check that.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Tua gives it to Mostert. Whoa! And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. It's a gain of 34. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are going to extend their lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
On red.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.